Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the 21 questions tag makeup edition. This was actually created by Allie here on YouTube. I am going to link her channel as well as her actual tag video in the description box down below. But when I was watching her video, something I really loved was like the questions she was asking, because I feel like they make you like go back and think like why you loved makeup, like why you fell in love with it, like what staple products are important to you, and I definitely wanted to do it. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get started because there is 21 questions. So starting out with question number 1, it is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? I knew this right off the bat. I didn't even have to think about it because I do declutter my makeup a lot. It's the MAC Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. I believe I might have actually mentioned this to you guys when I did that blush and highlighter declutter, but I keep this because one, it's very like nostalgic to me, and it has like a really good memory. Like this was the first ever high-end blush I ever bought. It was like the first high-end brand, MAC was, that I ever tried as well. And my dad actually took me and got me this blush. Again, I won't go into it because that's a whole long story, but you know how like you go in and they do your makeup? I had gone in looking for a full coverage foundation for my oily skin, and they used the MAC Pro Longwear, but she ended up doing my whole face, like bronzer, blush, powder. My dad, and like I felt when I looked at myself and like, I'm saying, seeing how well she had done my makeup and how I could like cover my acne and stuff, I was just like, I loved everything. So my dad literally got me like the foundation, the concealer, it was the Pro Longwear concealer, the powder, the blush, a lip liner. I felt so bad because it was so expensive, but I feel like he understood how like self-conscious I was, especially at that young age with my skin. So yeah, always keep this. Like I don't really ever see myself getting rid of that because it does mean a lot to me. And like I said, it's very like sentimental. All right. Next question is, what is your most recent makeup purchase? So that is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation Plus Concealer and the Putty Primer. I did do a review of this on my channel if you guys want to check it out, but I want to just let you guys know that I did actually wear this underneath my mask and it did not hold up very well. But yeah, so like I said, if you want to know a little bit more about this, I'll link that video down below. All right, question number 3. What is the first makeup product you ever used? Again, super easy, knew right off the bat it was foundation. I've always really struggled with my skin, like I mentioned a second ago. And when I was in middle school, I had a friend that also struggled with her skin. And I remember her coming to school one day and her skin just looked so good. And I was like, what did you do overnight? And she was like, I'm just wearing foundation. I did live with my dad at this time, and plus my mom, she was more of like a tom girl, like not ever really into makeup even as she got like older, and her mom wasn't into it either. So I felt like I really never had anybody that like, what I'm saying, could like teach me about makeup. Like everything I learned from YouTube or like trial and error. Um, so anyways, I remember like telling my dad, I was like, I have to find some foundation when I got out of school, and he picked me up and he took me to Rite Aid, which we don't even have Rite Aids around us anymore. And I picked up the CoverGirl 3-in-1. Is it like Stay Fabulous? I don't even know if they still make it, but that was a great foundation from what I remember. So yeah. All right. Question number 4. What is a makeup trend you used to love but now hate? So for me, I really loved on other people, and when I seen that like full face, just glam, like blinding highlight, just like false lashes, like all out, like I loved that on other people. But when I would actually sit down and like recreate those makeup looks, it was just so heavy and so cakey. So like I loved it when I saw it, but so I guess like Allie was saying, like Instagram makeup, but like now I like hate it. But like I hated it even when I tried it on myself. All right, question number 5 is, what is a makeup trend you used to hate but now love? So I used to really hate bushy brows. My brows have always been really thin, but that's because, again, when I was in high school and then I got into college, a friend of mine always got their brows waxed. I went with her. They just waxed, kept getting thinner and thinner, and I just feel like they just don't grow anymore. But now I love them when someone does like the really bushy brows with like the ABH pen, or that other pen that's really popular by Glossier or something like that. I love just big bushy brows, natural skin, like the faux freckles. Like I love that look. All right. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? So again, that would be foundation, because I feel like if I have a really good base, then everything else just goes really well. And I feel like, like if I have a really crappy foundation, everything else just, I feel like goes wrong with it. So I feel like as long as I have a really good base, everything goes smoothly. All right, what is a makeup product you can't live without? So this is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I've talked about this for years because I love it, and it's like $5. So there's several reasons why I love this. One, I like this because it's medium coverage, so I feel like it's a lot more lightweight underneath the eyes. I usually drag my foundation underneath my eyes anyway, so I don't need something full coverage unless I want to really cover up this little vein right here. But I really fell in love with this summer in like a completely different way. So I think with everyone, at least I know I did, I didn't wear makeup as much this summer. I kind of stuck with like my tinted moisturizer, and then I would go over top of it with my Makeup Forever powder foundation, which I thought I had here in front of me, but I don't. But I liked this for putting it underneath my eyes, but then also putting it on my blemishes, because I felt like if I went in with a very like full coverage concealer and then I was just going over top of it with a tinted moisturizer, it just didn't mesh well together. So this covers your imperfections but still kind of lets them like peek through. And I don't know, I love this for everything. It's like the go-to concealer if anything. You know what I'm saying? If like I'm like if I had to use one concealer for the rest of my life, this would be it. All right, question number 8. What sparked your love for makeup? So, again, like I had mentioned a second ago, I really always struggled with my skin. And so, going back to that moment when I was first, like I was saying, purchased that foundation, I come home and I put that on, and like I couldn't believe, you know what I'm saying, what it did for my skin. Like, I was just blown away. I mean, now, like I said, my acne doesn't bother me because, it is what it is. But like, back then, especially in middle school when you're at that age, and like I feel like a lot of people's like starting to date and stuff, it really makes you self-conscious. And it just always bothered me. Of course, my skin is, I'm saying, like bothered me all through high school as well. But like middle school is like when the breakouts and stuff like really started. So like that's the moment that I remember like coming home with those little triangle sponges and just like sitting there in the bathroom mirror and like tapping that in, because like I don't even think, I mean, I know makeup brushes were a thing, but I feel like at the drugstore they weren't. So I had those like little sponges and I was tapping that in, and like, I remember like, I know it probably looked like crap, but like, I just remember how confident I felt in that moment. And yeah, so that's just the moment that, like I said, I feel like I'm immediately like drawn to when I think of that. So, all right, question number 9 is, what is the worst makeup you've ever done? Okay, so I mean, there's probably been like a lot of them, but what comes to my mind is like I was one of those girls that did the blue eyeshadow, really thick black eyeliner. And yeah, so that would definitely be my worst one. But like, I love blue eyeshadow. I think it's so pretty, but it never goes well with my blue eyes, so I never like use it much. But like, I love greens. But yeah, definitely the whole blue eyeshadow stage. What is your favorite makeup look that you've ever done? So I can't really pinpoint one. Like when I think about it, there's not one that I'm just like, oh my gosh, But like I love anytime I use green eyeshadow. Like today I used it and I love greens. But anytime I put on a red lip, like a bold red lip, it's always one of my favorite looks with like minimal eye makeup, because I feel like it's like such like a bold statement. It's just red lips, I feel like make me feel very empowered. So anytime I am wearing red lips, it's always going to be a favorite look. All right. Question number 11. What's your favorite drugstore product? And I mentioned this already, but it's the Catrice concealer. Again, I love this. It's just, I talked about it forever a second ago, so I'll just leave it at that. Question 12. What is your favorite splurge product? I have that right here in front of me as well. It's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. So I know a lot of people this might not be a splurge for, but this is for me for like 60 some dollars for a foundation. That's like crazy, but I love this. And I hate that I love it. It's the foundation I have on today. I feel like it's so beautiful. It's so skin-like. And like, again, I wanted to hate it. I did, but I love it. So I talked about this in a recent haul, and you guys will actually see this in my next favorites video as well. But yeah, I love this. Definitely my favorite. All right, question number 13. What's your most repurchased makeup product? So that is my Viseart Under Eye Setting Powder. I've recently tried the, the Ilia one, and I do not like this. But it's definitely my Viseart one. If you guys have watched my empties, I think I've had 2 or 3 of these in my empties. And again, still got a little bit left in this one. We'll be repurchasing this when Sephora does their sale. And then my Catrice concealer. Again, like just 2 products that I don't ever see myself not having in my collection. All right, question number 14. What is your earliest makeup memory? And again, like I said, it was that moment when I remember telling my dad, you got to take me to find foundation. And he takes me to Rite Aid. Because like I said, we didn't have, like, Walmart wasn't super close to us. It was like 35 minutes away. And like, we didn't get an Ulta around us until like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. The closest Sephora to me is an hour and 30 minutes away. So like, drugstores were, you know what I'm saying, like Rite Aid, Walgreens, but Rite Aid was closest, and it's super small little Rite Aid, and they never had a huge selection. But like I said I just remember picking up that foundation and like I was in those sponges. And I was so excited and just coming home, immediately going into the bathroom and putting that foundation on. So yeah, because like I never, like I said, my mom was never like really big into makeup. Like she'd do like tinted moisturizer and like a tinted lip balm, but she is now that she's older. She's definitely into makeup, but like it wasn't one of those where I ever remember like playing with her eyeshadows and stuff because she didn't really have any stuff like that. So all right. Question number 15. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? It's definitely hands down Ulta because they've got both the drugstore and both high end. I shop online there probably more than anywhere else. I do quite a bit of shopping, I'd say, at like Target just because, I mean, can you ever leave Target without going, through the makeup section or without spending $200? So I feel like I always end up picking up several items from there, and you can return stuff to Target as well if it doesn't work for you. So those are definitely my two favorite places. All right, question number 16. What is the most underrated makeup product you own? Okay, so the Stila liquid eyeshadows, they're actually right up there. I forgot to bring one down, but like I feel like they didn't really have their moment. Like I feel like you've seen people here and there like using them, but I feel like there's some of like it's probably my favorite makeup product of all times because I loved it. You had like the satin ones and then more of the shimmer ones, and I don't even know what's happening with Stila as a brand, but like I love those, and like I wish they would bring out more colors. Like just again, favorite products. So, right, question number 17. What is the most overrated makeup product you own? Natasha did not eyeshadows. It's not that these are horrible eyeshadows. I just don't understand. I mean, granted, these quads are just 25, but her eyeshadows in general are so expensive. And I just feel like you can get like these for like $5 and what I'm saying, like from the drugstore, and they're even better. Like I think ColourPop recently come out with something similar to this, and I'm thinking I don't know how much those were, but like I just don't see what the hype is with her eyeshadows. I just don't think that they're that good. So all right. Question number 18. What is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? So, this is the Soap and Glory Kick Ass All Day Wear 24-Hour Foundation. And this one's in the shade 1. I have no idea where my shade 2 is. I was using it the other day to do swatches and I don't know where I put it. But I used to get this all the time on Ulta. This is like my favorite foundation, like year round. If my skin is oily, I can use this. If my skin is dry, I can use this. If my skin is normal, I can use this. It lasts all day on my skin and it looks beautiful and healthy. It's not like matte, but it's not dewy. It's like that perfect natural in between. And I cannot find this on Amazon. I cannot find this. I did see that Soap and Glory had like a few shades left on their website, but I'm guessing this is being discontinued, which just like breaks my heart because again, it's like that holy grail foundation. Granted, I love the Pat McGrath, but like this is a lot more affordable. So yeah, I definitely wish that, I know this isn't like, I know you can still get some shades of this, but I'm guessing it is being discontinued. So all right, let's see here. We're on question number 19. Where do you go for makeup inspiration? So I feel like I'm still one of those weird people that still go to YouTube and Pinterest. Like I don't really go to Instagram. Like I follow like, beauty people on Instagram, and when I scroll through and like I see their makeup and stuff, it's beautiful, but I don't feel like it inspires me because like when I go to YouTube, like Shannon Harris, like Shan XO on YouTube, like I love all of her Get Ready With Me videos, and like I love watching those because they inspire me, and because like I feel like I can sit down and try it with her and like do it as she's doing it. And so like again, I feel like I'm getting ready with somebody. So again, it's like it's a lot more fun for me. And then I still all the time on Pinterest, I'm just like, looking up like different makeup looks and stuff. So yeah, I feel like I'm old school in that way because I feel like everyone's always like they're talking about, they'll be say like Instagram, or what's that new app where people do the dances? What is that, TikTok or something? I don't even have a TikTok, but I know like a lot of people are like really into that now. But like I said, I'm still just like, I feel like basic, I guess. All right, question number 20 is, what do you hope to see less of in makeup? So I definitely would like to see less drama in the makeup community. I feel like that's one that everyone's going to say, but I'd also like to see like, I don't know, like less judgment when it comes to makeup. Like I feel like people always kind of are like there's a right way to do something or a wrong way, and I feel like yeah, we kind of moved away from that. But I all the time I'll see people like commenting on something like different, and they're just always so rude, and I just wish people would like you know what I'm saying, let people just do what they want to do, because it is makeup, and I feel like, you know, it is a way to express yourself and have fun. So I definitely feel like, you know, that would be something I'd like to see less of. And then, what do you want to see more of in makeup? So, definitely more brands, it being inclusive. You know, I still feel like that's something that, like the Physicians Formula foundation I just did, the color range I was talking about is just absolutely horrible. And something else I would really like to see is brands moving more towards like eco-friendly packaging, you know, things that are better for the environment. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like American Eagle, I was seeing an email they sent out the other day. I know they're not makeup, but clothes, and they were talking about like, you know, they have been making all these steps over the years with like reusable bags and things like that, and like recyclable, their clothes and pants and stuff are like making all of these steps. So I would like to kind of start seeing makeup brands make steps like that. Um, but yeah, so that is it, guys. So that is it for this makeup tag. I had so much fun. I really feel like tag videos need to come back. If that's something that also I'd like to see more of, is like makeup tags. I think that those are always really fun. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, just let me know. And guys, let me know your answers to any of these questions down below as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.